What's up, everybody? Ben Reza here for Odd Shopper, bringing you all things college basketball on Valentine's Day, Tuesday, February 14th. I don't know where my mind is. Don't mind me. Got a good board, got a lot of games. And what are we going to do? We're going to put together a couple and build out a parlay. We've been doing this a couple times a week. We've actually been pretty lucky. We hit a couple of these, and we know when we're betting parlays, chances of success is low, opportunity very, very high. You're getting 5, 6 to 1 on these 3-leg parlays. That's what we're going to try to do here. If you're hopping in for the first time checking out oddshopper, welcome aboard. All things betting. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Be part of the community. Let's dive into the board. First game up. I'm going to start with a total. It's not my favorite of the 3, but it's just the first one in terms of time. Missouri and Auburn. Interesting game. Over 150.5. I like doing this with Missouri. It's not hard to see why. They fit so many different things that lead you to overs. They play fast. They take a ton of threes. They foul a lot. They draw a lot of fouls. And they don't really play defense. So all of those things are very, very good. They're still a 19-6 team. First of all, they're the king of the buzzer beater. I have seen them win all sorts of crazy games. They just beat Tennessee in a dramatic one, 86-85 on a game winner. They take a lot of threes. They make a lot of threes. They play fast. I said all this already. 82 points per game, 36.5% from 3. All of that's really, really good stuff. I expect them to do their part. Auburn's a little harder to evaluate, 17-8. Tough game against Alabama. Kind of been the story for them. I watched the game. Wide open shots from 3, and they don't go in because they can't shoot. 72 points per game, but they shoot under 30% from 3. That is a miserable number. They're a good rebounding team. They're aggressive. They get steals. They draw fouls, but they also foul a ton. 321st in the country in fouls per game. They can't keep their hands to themselves. Both of these teams, like I said, you're going to see free throws. Make them. Let's shave some points off this total. If they shoot anything we get from 3 with Auburn, I'll take as a bonus. Tempo-wise, they're kind of middle of the pack. I don't think they're going to want to play super fast. But Tennessee, other teams that we have seen that are defensive-minded, Missouri's been able to speed them up and play at their tempo and make the game chaotic. I'm going to call for that once again. And to get things started with the parlay, I will go over 150.5 in this first game between Missouri and Auburn. Now, first of multiple legs here. We got to find a couple more, but I will say, if you're building out parlays, if you're having fun, if you're taking some shots in between trying to grind out some of the other things, you always want to get that money when it appears. And if you don't use DraftKings Sportsbook, you can bet 5, win 150 on any sport. It's got to be a pregame money line, and the bet must win. So let's just talk about this real quick. What do we want to do? Well, we definitely want to take a team that's going to win on the money line so we can get our $150. Use the link below. I'd recommend Toledo. That's a pretty safe number, minus 1,600. That'll work out just great. You bet them, you put your $5 down. If they lose, you lose $5, and that would be annoying, obviously. But they're probably not going to lose, minus 1,600. And when they win, you turn that 5 into 150. It is that simple. All right. Got to be 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Here we go. Big opportunities. We're going to put one on the board. Next game. Scrolling. Pittsburgh. This team, pretty good. Way better than I thought. Maybe the team that has impressed me the most in terms of expectations versus reality. I didn't think they were even going to be remotely good. And they are. They're atop the ACC. We'll start with Boston College, though. They are not so good. They're 12-14. I really don't know what they're doing. It's all over the map. I'll just give you a brief rundown of their results lately, and it kind of just illustrates this. They lost by 19 at Virginia. Okay, no shame there. Then they come home. They beat Clemson. That's very quality. Lose by 9 at home to Syracuse. That's not great. Then they go on the road and not knock off Virginia Tech, but anytime you win in Blacksburg, pretty impressive. Then they come back home and they lose by 30 points to NC State. Just kind of an all-over place. They're a little banged up. Langford hasn't played in the last 4. They have 2 Langfords. One of their guards, though, hasn't played in the last 4 games. He's questionable tonight. Post has been in and out of the lineup. He's there, but I don't see a lot from this BC team. They've been blown out plenty of times before, and they're going into Pittsburgh, which, again, maybe I'm still not used to it. On paper, it doesn't seem that bad, but it is. Pittsburgh's really good. 11-3 in the ACC, 18-7 overall, won 5 straight. Coming back home off a nice win against Florida State on the road. They've played some close games in conference, there's no doubt, but that's against better competition, not worse. in non-con, they were blowing teams out all over the place. 75 points per game, 36% from three, 4 guys in double figures, well-rounded. Don't rely overly on the three. They can rebound. 138.5 is fine. I just see this game kind of slowly getting out of hand. I think Pittsburgh will not let this one slip through. Of course, they're the better team. We know that. That's why they're minus 425 on the money line. We're asking, can they win by double digits? I'm going to say that they will win by double digits. I will call for Pittsburgh to get it done at home, control the game, and give us a chance to cash this parlay. So we've got 2 on the board now. Over 150.5. Pittsburgh -9. Before I give my last pick, I'm going to say, if you want to be part of the sweat, part of the community, Discord is where you want to be. Link is below. If you ever want to get in there, you click it. 50% off that first week. You hop in. You see all the fellas there. We're in there. We're dropping bets. We're having fun. If you have questions leading up to game time, if you have questions at halftime, if you just want to sweat it out with other people that have the same bets as you, it's a really fun time and one I'd really recommend. I really enjoy it. Now, got to find the last game. Going down. I think this is my favorite of the bunch. Laying more points. Just chalk, chalk, chalk. I'm becoming one of those people. That's all right. New Mexico, -10.5. At home. 148.5 point total. They play Wyoming. Oof. Wyoming, it's not good. Times are tough in Laramie. 7-17. 2-10 in the conference. I actually thought this team would be okay. They're not okay. They have no road wins on the year. They've lost 3 straight by 12, 10, and 20. Their leading scorer is out for the season. The season is lost. There's nothing to say about Wyoming. I don't see any positives. Like I just said, they've been playing bad basketball. They're not healthy. They're on the road where they've had 0 success. And they're playing a New Mexico team that should be angry, that needs to get it together. They were the last unbeaten team. And it's not starting to fall apart. They're 19-6. They're a good team. But they need to play better. They've lost 4 of 5. Now, a lot of those were on the road. 3 of those were on the road. They were swept by Nevada in there. They had a 1-point loss in the pit. They're back at home. I don't care what anyone says. This is still a really tough environment to play in. Mashburn is there. He's averaging 20 per game. Jalen House, one of their key contributors, he didn't play in the last game. He's sporting a Q tag. It would be great to see him on the court, but they don't need him for this spot. They're going to be just fine. 82 points per game, 35% from 3. Metrics, they can do whatever they want to Wyoming. This is a simple test of late in the year. You've got a Wyoming team that has nothing going for them against a New Mexico team that is wounded and back at home. I like spots like this. It's a buy low on New Mexico. We still have to lay a lot of points, but I think this gets straight out of hand. When I look at this line at 10.5, I don't think it's nearly enough. I'll call for New Mexico big tonight. I think that they really control this game. They punch first. Wyoming has no response because they don't have any personnel. They're not at home. Gets out of hand. New Mexico, -10.5. There you have it. 1, 2, 3 on the board. We're going to roll the dice, see if we can catch lightning in bottle and cash nearly a 6-1, plus 595 for this 3-pick parlay over on DraftKings. It's always fun to do these. Again, if you want more college basketball picks, Discord, this channel, we've got you covered. All things March Madness will be here soon enough. But appreciate you guys hanging out on this Tuesday and hope you enjoy it. Hopefully, we can cash these tickets. Things have been going good, and we're going to try to keep that going. But for me, for Missouri, Auburn, Pittsburgh, and New Mexico, good luck. Enjoy the games. And of course, I will talk to you guys soon.